My name is Lauren Lewis. I'm with Power for Parkinson's. Welcome to Young Onset Circuit Training class. This class is designed for people with young onset Parkinson's disease, people that have mild symptoms that can walk or work out for an hour standing and can get on and off the floor comfortably. I highly suggest that you keep a chair nearby just for safety and for balance, or exercise next to a wall. You're going to need some water, hopefully, and some light weights if you have them for some of our exercises. We'll be doing 6 exercises in a circuit for about 50 seconds each exercise. We'll be doing 3 rounds of those exercises, so prepare yourself and let's get started. I'm going to put you through a warm-up. You're welcome to join me for this warm-up or do whatever it is that would make you more comfortable and safe, and go through your warm-up. Come back and join me in about 3 minutes. So I'm putting on my music and we're going to get started. Marching out right, left. Nice and gently march it out right, left. In nice deep inhale. And exhale, let's get that blood flowing. Let's include the arms up. And drop those arms to your side, getting that heart rate up again. Nice and safely and slowly. 2 more times. Up. Last time. Bring it up. All right. So we got those arms overhead slowly and safely. So we're getting our heart rate up gently. Let's add some swinging arms. Again, just to increase our intensity a little as we continue on. Let's take this march and widen those legs, making it a little more intense. Swing those arms out. Good, now bring those legs back in. Change the arms, keep the legs, arms overhead, reach and drop. Reach and drop. 4 and 3, 2, now push forward. Last 4, 3, 2, put those together. Ready? Up and front. Up and front. This one takes a little coordination. Work on it. Up and front. Let's keep those arms up and overhead this time and swing them across the arms. See, I'm not doing much, but my heart rate is coming up without having to get really crazy or intense. We're just trying to get that heart rate up gently and safely. And really, just by lifting your arms overhead and swinging like this, you can get that heart rate up. We're using all those large muscles in your upper body, and of course, we're using that lower body. Bring the arms back down and march it out. Good, now we're going to add some knee lifts. Up, up, up. Bring the arms underneath and gently clap. By bringing the arms underneath, we're forcing those legs to lift a little higher. Now let's take it to a gentle kick forward instead of a knee lift. A gentle kick. Warming up the hamstrings and the glutes. Let's take those arms and push back, warming up the biceps, triceps, shoulders, and chest. 4 more. 3, 2. Good, now let's take those legs to the side. Push out to the side and add the arms to the side, out to the side. I can feel my heart rate lifting. I can feel my breathing a little heavier. How about you? March it out last time. Good, we're going to take this from a march to a gentle modified jack or a full jack, your choice. Out, in. This is the modified jack. Arms are still overhead just like a jumping jack. Or if you want, you can jump out and in. Stay at your pace. Stay what feels comfortable for you. Let's do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to change those arms. We're going to swing the arms up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. March it out. All right. Open those legs again. Come on down. Come on down. One more time. Come on down. Stay right here with me. We're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lift the legs a little higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly bring it back in. Heart rate up. Bring the arms overhead. Let's get that heart rate down now that we got it up. Slowly. Bring those legs smaller. Bring those arms just a little smaller too. Nice work. All right. Walk it off, grab some water, and we'll get going. All right. So, as I said, we're going to be doing 6 exercises. Let me just change my music for our next piece. All right. So we're going to do 6 exercises. Each exercise in this circuit will be focusing on all the large muscles, muscle groups of the body, and each exercise also will be focusing on a major symptom, common symptom of Parkinson's disease. You may not have any or some of these symptoms. That's fine. You still will benefit, I promise, from doing each one. Science has shown that by doing repetitive motions for common symptoms, those symptoms that seem to be diminished, those movements that seem to be diminished, you can regain those symptoms, those movements, or at least delay if that's your case. So the first exercise we're going to do is a full body exercise. We're going to do a standing cross kick, so crossing the midline, going to either side. Then I'm going to bring it down to a burpee or an up down, your choice. So a burpee is here and a big jump. And then I'm going to go into a downward dog, which is hips up, touch each toe, come back down, finish my burpee, stand and do it again. 2 kicks, burpee, downward dog touch, finish the burpee, and up. For some of you, that burpee may be really difficult and not appropriate for you. You can join me and do an up down. Up down, start here, do your 2 kicks, come down, here's the up down, hand down, one leg at a time, extends back. Now we're in that same plank position, come up to your downward dog, go to the opposite toe, bring it back down, walk it in, and stand. Another option you have is to do the whole thing on a higher level. All the same muscles, all the same energy, same exercise, just at a higher elevation, just different, depending on what your fitness level and your mobility level is. Up, 2 kicks, 1, 2, I'm going to turn, down, step out, downward dog, touch, back to my plank, bring it in, and stand. Same exercise, just different levels. All right, stay at your level. I'm going to put on our music. This is 50 seconds, first exercise, full body. Core, arms, legs, everything's moving. All right, 50 seconds on the clock, go. Whoops, 2 kicks. Down, bring it out, touch each toe, back to a plank, walk it in, and stand. 2 kicks. Bring it down, touch your toes, bring it back up, and stand. 2 kicks. Down, touch your toes, bring it up, 2 kicks. Stay at your pace, not mine, now that I think hopefully you've got the pattern. Stay at what feels comfortable for you. We're not rushing through these exercises. We're muscling through the exercises. You can feel how this is really using everything. We got the legs, arms, core, everything is working. But there's our first exercise, 50 seconds. That went very quickly, huh? Or maybe not so much. The next exercise we're going to do is a walking lateral squat. A squat is a seated position. Way back here, you'll want you to pretend there's a chair back there. For some of you, you may want to have that chair in front of you for balance. But here it is. We're going to stay down here in a squat. We're going to take 3 or 4 steps to one side. 1, stay low. 2, 3, I'm going to take 3 because that looks like what fits in the screen. And then stand up briskly, quickly. You can take that to a jump. 1, 2, stay low. 3, jump. Come on back down. Or 1, 2, keep that chair nearby. And up, fast. Up, down. The up, down is fast. The rest of it is slow and controlled. We're using all those lower body muscles. So come on, find your spot on the floor. 50 seconds on the clock, here we go. Squat, nice big wide steps. Now, I like to keep my arms in front when I squat because it allows me, forces me to get those hips way back. When my hands are closer, I tend to drop my knees forward instead of keeping my knees where they belong, right over the ankles. I lead with my heel so I'm not turning my foot. The whole foot stays pointing straight ahead. Keep that foot straight ahead, stay low, and then stand. Now this can be very cardio. No problem, huh? Really working those legs. Squat. And there's our 50 seconds. Nice job, good. The next exercise, I'm gonna need you down on the floor. We're gonna do a supine, which means facing up, figure 8. So you're gonna come on down here. You can be on your elbows, you can be nice and high on your hands, it doesn't matter. Your legs are extended, so here's your vis, and you're gonna do a figure 8. That's it, a figure 8. And you may wanna do these down here, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Trying to get those legs making a figure 8, okay? I'm gonna come up, put on my music and the timer. Come on and join me. We've got 50 seconds on this one. Pace yourself. Now you can make this really muscular by slowing it down. And you can make it a little harder by going faster. Your choice. Sometimes slower is actually faster for this particular exercise. You're gonna feel this all throughout your core, your abdominals. Make sure that you're not allowing your belly button, your core, that area, front area, to pull out. Try to tighten it up as if I'm gonna come over and give you a punch in the stomach. Tighten up those muscles. Make a nice big figure 8 by making it bigger. You may be engaging a few more muscles. Just use those, and because we're swinging and swaying those legs, we're using all parts of our core. We're using our obliques, as well as those transverse abdominis muscles in the front. Really working on a nice six-pack on that one. Stay down for the next exercise. You're gonna need a chair, possibly if you have that chair nearby, or you can just use the floor. You're gonna need you may want your weights for the next exercise, because we're gonna be doing a bridge, which is a glute exercise. A bridge. I'm gonna bring over my chair so I can do an elevated bridge. You can do this on the floor as well. And then I'm gonna take my weights over here because part of my exercise is a chest press, using my chest. So this is a full body using glutes, front and back of body, glutes and chest. My weights are here. My heels are on the chair. I'm gonna come into a bridge, and I'm gonna do a marching bridge, which means one leg at a time comes up, and this chair is moving on me, so I don't wanna do that. Okay, one leg at a time comes up. So we're doing a marching bridge, working that lower body, and you can come up and down for each bridge if you want to, that's fine. You can do this on the floor, same thing, a marching bridge. While you're doing that, you're gonna use the opposite arm and do a chest press. Opposite arm goes toward that knee and down, opposite arm, and we're doing a chest press. You're squeezing and using those muscles in your chest, shoulders and chest, full body exercise. Find where you belong. I'm gonna slide over and use a chair that's a little more stable. I'm gonna use this chair so that hopefully you can see me and I don't lose my chair. Okay, here we go. 50 seconds on the clock. 50 seconds and go. One at a time, come up. Push down on your heel, use your glutes. Use your chest and push. 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 Now push down on those heels. We're using the entire body here. Everything's working. A lot of core also. Lift the knee nice and high. Lift up and drop. Up and drop. check and make sure I put my timer on. There's my timer. All right. I'm going to put those weights down for a second. Roll over on to all fours. Take my stronger leg in front, hands on there. Lift up to get nice and safely off the floor. Come on and join me back up, standing up. The next exercise we're working on is a squat with a rotation and an upper body press and a shoulder press. So what I mean by that is the squat. We went over squats before. You're going to sit back nice and low, sit back down. Now here's the rotation. I'm rotating to one side, both toes turn, and I add my press. The press is a full arm extension over your ears. Watch out for this, that's something different. Bring them over your ears to the ceiling. Then you're going to rotate forward again, sit down, and both toes move and rotate and extend overhead. Because there's a change of direction here and a swiveling, you really may want to have that chair next to you for balance and support. All right, let's give this one a shot. 50 seconds on the clock, here we go. Sit and press. Sit and press. Make sure those toes come with you on that turn. I'm on a carpet, which makes that turn very difficult. I hope that you're not doing this on a carpet, and if you are, I hope that you take extra care so that you be good to those knees and take them with you. Big low squat, turn. Sit back on the squat, reach all the way overhead. Sit back, reach all the way overhead. How we doing? Once again, working upper and lower body, working shoulders, working glutes and quads. Done. Weights down. Last exercise of our 6, the last exercise is cardio. We're going to do jumping jacks. You have your choice. You can do a jumping jack. You can do a low, modified jumping jack. Or you can not move at all. Just stay here and just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So that whatever is most comfortable for your body, your knees, your chest, your shoulders, your spine, your neck, whatever works for you. The point of this exercise is cardio, okay? 50 seconds, let's get that heart rate up. As I explained in the beginning, just by keeping those arms overhead, you can increase the heart rate. So since I'm not jumping, which normally would get my heart rate nice and high, I'm going to change those arms and swing them, make them a little bigger to get my heart rate up because I really want to get it up. And to make this a little more fun, because 50 seconds can take a long time if you're really not doing much, we're going to keep those up here and just keep switching it around. So there's a lot of variations you can do. As long as you're moving, that's all that matters. Remember, this is your workout, not mine. And there's our 50 seconds. Walk it off, grab some water or wipe off. We're going to do all of those again. This time, now that you understand each exercise, in addition to following the form, I want you to understand why we're doing it for Parkinson's disease, and maybe you can really focus on those motions in addition. So the first exercise is the kicks. We're crossing that midline. Whenever we cross that midline, the arm something crosses the center of your body, you're forcing your brain to work more fully. So we're starting right off with forcing the brain to work more fully. We're working contralaterally, something very important for balance, working opposite to opposite, hand to opposite leg. Then we're going to come down, working on range of motion. It's not enough just to come to here. I'm working on range of motion, full body stretch. And once again, we're going to go back to that crossing in the midline and going toward the opposite. Full body stretch, in, up. Come on, join me now that you know what we're working on. Really exaggerate that crossing, exaggerate the opposites, and go. bend your knees during the kick, that's fine. Again, this is your exercise. Do it at your pace and what works for you. Just try to get all those motions in. Try to use full range of motion. Try to make sure you're crossing the midline, going toward the opposite side. Time. Aren't you happy? The next exercise are the walking squats. This exercise is for gait. Change of direction. We're actually moving sideways instead of front and back, but it's still the same. I want you to think about taking wide steps instead of those small steps that very often Parkinson's does to you. Forces you to take or allows you to take smaller steps. We want to remind the brain to take these long steps. We're also changing the speed. Instead of staying slow, we're going fast, re-triggering all those fast muscles too. So we've got two things that we're working on. Come on and join me. 50 seconds, go! Nice and low, stay low. Strengthening the leg for walking and lifting. Strengthen those legs, staying down, working the quads, working the glutes. Push up, stay low. Push up. Now think this time about really going sideways. Make it bigger and bigger, higher. Lower, nice and big and high. Now low and wide. This one really may get to you. Yay. Lift. Come on down. And lift. And there's our time. Hit the floor. Supine, sitting, seated, figure eights. We're going to lift those legs into a figure eight. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Doesn't matter. We're all working at our own pace. This one, we're working on balance. It's a balance exercise. I'm putting my timer, and I'll explain from here. All right, so we're working balance because of by crossing that midline and going all the way over to one side or the other. I'm shifting my weight, forcing my brain and all those sensors in my brain to trigger, to react, to keep me up so I don't fall over. So not only am I strengthening my core, but because of where my weight shifting, I'm forcing my brain and my body to react so I don't fall over. Great way of working on balance without actually just standing on one foot. I mean, when does that ever happen, right? But shifting your weight and losing your balance happens all the time. Good, and we're also working on rigidity here by making fluid motions. Nice and big fluid motions. So see if you can't do that a little more too. Think about really making a big eight. Stay down. We're going to do those bridges. I'm going to stay down this time and not bring over my chair. But I am going to grab my weights. This time we're working once again on gait. We're trying to lift those legs nice and high. So regardless of where you start, you're going to lift the leg nice and high towards your chest. Strengthening those legs, but also reminding those receptors, reminding them to lift nice and high so you don't shuffle when you walk. And then we're crossing that midline, not just working the chest, but crossing that midline, strengthening and using our brain more functionally. All right, hopefully you're set, you've got your weights. 50 seconds, and here we go. Squeeze your chest. Push to the opposite leg. Lift that knee up. By elevating your legs, you change the exercise slightly. You're putting a little more on those glutes. But either way, it's a great full body exercise. Now to make it a little more fun, take the elbows and do not rest them on the floor. Keep them just hovering off the floor so you're engaging those chest muscles the entire time, not just on the press. Woo! And there's your time. I'm going to put my weights down for a second, roll over once again. One leg on my knee, hand on my knee, lift up, come on up. Now we're going to do the stretch, the squat and press. This exercise works on changing direction, something that a lot of people lose their balance with or lose their direction, when they want to bring the whole body around, trying to hold onto your balance, take the whole body, and then range of motion, getting those arms fully extended, and then we're going to come down and change direction, come all the way up. I'd like you to think about going slowly when you change the direction, and see if you don't, see how much more control you have over that. So practicing and working on that change of direction can really help you in real life. Here we go, 50 seconds. Down, nice and low to strengthen the legs. Down, and slowly turn. Make sure both toes turn with you if you're not on a carpet. It's a lot easier if you're not on a carpet. Take them all the way around, sit all the way back. Range of motion, go for it. Feel your arms overhead. Look to make sure where your arms are. Make sure they're fully extended. Sit way back. All right, weights down. Going right into those jacks. Right into them. 50 seconds. Go. Remember, we want to get that heart rate up. So I'd like you to move or jump a little higher. If you can't go faster, go higher or lower. That will also increase the heart rate. So by bending down, your heart rate's going to come up because you're using your muscles harder, stronger. More muscles are involved. Variations of jumping jacks. Woo! Time. Walk it up. We have one more round to do. All right, great job. Grab some water. Get ready for our last round. All right, the last round is the most fun round. The last round we're going to be working on form. Then we're going to be also concentrating on motion, the motion that will help us with Parkinson's. And now, in addition, I'm going to give you something, a mind challenge, something to bring your mind elsewhere on, think about. So our kick, burpee, downward dog, toe taps, that first exercise, I want you to come up with different things that you need to make an appointment for. Just things that you have to make an appointment for, like going to the doctor. And if you run out of ones, think about how many different types of doctors, I don't know. Think of places that you need to make an appointment for. Don't make it easy, make it hard for yourself. Really challenge yourself. Think of, if go outside of doctor's appointments. What else do you need to make appointments for? All right, we've got 50 seconds on the clock. I'm putting our music back on. And here we go. 2 kicks, burpee or down, touch those toes. Where are you making appointments for? It's a lot to remember in this pattern, in addition to just where you're making appointments. Try to get full range of motion. Remember, we're not just swimming through this. We're really working on each muscle group. And there's our time, just in time. The next exercise are those walking squats. All right, so what are we going to do for the next? We're going to come up with different things, different types of balls. Different types of balls. Balls you play with, balls that you may eat, and like ice cream cone, ice cream balls, and all different types of balls. Okay, so here we go. Putting our time on. And if you can't think of any, just think of one when you stand, like now. Try to take nice big steps. Okay, I'm gonna get your head away from playing. I'm gonna say, are you ready? Mothballs. Okay, think of another type. Big steps and quick lift. Deep low, big steps, and then a fast lift up. Woo! Time. Hit the ground for our circle, supine, figure eights. This time I thought it'd be fun. Let's go to math. I'd like you to count by 8. 8, 16, blah, 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 blah. Here's your chance. Keeping in mind you're working on fluid motions, think of multiples of 8, counting by 8. Here we go. Stay at your pace. You can come up to your hands. You can drop those legs a little lower. You can bring them nice and big and high. Woo! All the way out to the side, whatever works for you. While you're thinking of, or counting by 8. Pull your belly tight, tighten it in, tighten it up, chest and head are up. Be good to that lower back. Tuck it in. Three minutes of these is a lot, right? This is our third minute, or third 50 second. All right, stay down for our bridge. For the bridge and the chest press, I'd like to think of things that you find in your pantry, things that you keep in your pantry, your kitchen pantry, things that you store in your pantry. All right, there should be a whole bunch of them. Even if your pantry is empty, things that you should store in your pantry. Grabbing your weights, your 50 seconds have started. Go! Try to lift that knee really high. Push through those arms. Push to the other knee, but lift those knees to your chest. Up and down, or stay up the whole time, your choice. Stay what works for you, what works good for you. Everybody is at a different level. Everybody's body is made differently, attaches differently, has different limitations and strengths. Stay at yours. There's our time. Weights down, roll over to one side, one leg in front, hands on your thigh. Lift yourself up, get ready for the squat, twist. All right. For this exercise, each time you twist, I want you to come up with a type of bird. Lots of birds, just look out your window, think of birds. So each time you come up, think of another type of bird. If you can't come up with some natural ones, think of ones that people would buy for a pet. All right, here we go, time's on. 50 seconds, don't forget to take those knees with you. Sit back, up bird. It's only 50 seconds and it's our last round. Take those knees with you. Don't keep your knee facing forward when you twist. Be good to your body. Sit back. Push overhead. Slow it down to really work on balance, to make sure you can twist without losing your balance. This is important because we all have to change directions all day long. There's our time. Weights down, jacks, and we're done. I'm using opposites just to really throw it, throw my brain around a little. Now I'm going to use same. I'm going to go back to opposites. Okay, that just kind of blew my mind a bit. Now both arms and opposite and same legs, or opposite legs. Stay with me. We only have a few more seconds. You're doing great. You made it through all 3 cycles. Good for you. But we only have a few seconds left, so really go for it. Heart rate's up, higher. Woo! Walk it off. Give yourself a hand. Great job. Get that heart rate down safely by slowly inhaling and exhaling, not stopping. Just keep walking around the room, slowly getting that heart rate down safely. A deep breath and 4 exhales always do it for me, so if you'd like to join me. One more time. All right, my heart rate is at least safe now. It's still elevated, but it's not too bad. For the next part of our exercise class, I'm going to ask you to pick up those weights. If you don't have weights, you can still do these exercises. It's fine. If you have water bottles or cans, that will also give you some resistance. That's fine. I'm going to give you 4 exercises. They're all upper body exercises, but let's learn them first. So the first one, number 1, is a curl. Your arms are to your side, not plastered against your side, just to your side. The elbows do not move. You curl up, watch the elbows, and they come down. It's a controlled motion. Up and down. And the down is right there. Watch out for the up and down. Watch out for lifting past your shoulders. Just come up and down. Up and down. Let's do 4 curls together. First exercise, number 1, curl. Number 1, curl. Curl. And curl. First exercise, number 1, is a curl. The next exercise, number 2, is a fly. Your arms are soft to your side, soft. And you're going to lift those arms only shoulder height. I'm turning again so you can see where my elbows are. I'm not fully extended in behind them. I'm being good to my shoulder rotator cuff. You know that name. You only know it when you heard it. So hopefully you don't know that name. So the arms are out to the side, fully extended. Chest is up without arching your back, and you drop. Second exercise, fly. So let's fly. Fly. 3 and 4. Let's put those together. 4 curls and 4 flies. Ready? Number 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 is fly. 2, 2, 2, 2. Great. All right, the third exercise is a kickback. This is for your triceps. So far we've done biceps, curl, shoulders, shoulder, front, anterior. Your deltoids is your fly. Now we're going to go and do a kickback. This is for the back of your arms, back here, right there. And you're going to take those arms, your hands start at your hips, and you lift, kick back. Now watch my shoulders. I'm not kicking way up here, and I'm not rounding my back. I'm staying in a nice, firm, strong position, and I kick back. Belly is tight, shoulders are high. Kick back. This is number 3. It's number 3. So we're going to kick. Number 3. Kick. 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 2 more. Kick and kick. Let's put all 1, 2, and 3 together. We'll do 4 of each. 1. 1. 2. Fly. 2, 3. And kick back, number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do those 3 again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fly. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last exercise, number 4, is a shoulder exercise also, but in a different direction. It's a press. Your arms elbows start just slightly below your shoulder, and you can go just slightly above your shoulder, depending on your neck and shoulder strength and ability and mobility, or you can go fully into a full press. You can start here and go into a full press or whatever feels right for you. So this is number 4, and we're gonna press 4 presses. 4, 1, number 4, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna put all 4 exercises together. We're gonna do each one 4 times. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 3. 1, 2, 3. Do number 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to number 1. 1, 2, 3. Do number 3. 1, 2, 3. Do number 1. 1, 2, 3. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. And hold. All right, so hopefully you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to ask you to do one of each. We're going to go in order first, and then I'm going to change the order. One slow of each. Here we go, in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4. And down. All right, that was just a little fun thing we did, working on upper body strength, but also working on cognition, trying to remember which exercise was what number. Good job, nice work. All right, so let's continue on. Let's cool off and stretch out a little. I'm gonna move my chair over so I can use it for stretching. Great job today. I hope you feel as worn out as I do. Really working on full body. We really worked every muscle today, so good for us, right? I'm going to start off by stretching my quadriceps. You can grab hold of your toe from behind and stretch right here, or you can join me putting your weight on the chair or on something in front of you and just lengthening that back leg. I'm not putting my weight on the back leg, so it's not a muscular exercise. It's a stretching exercise. And let's work on strengthening while we're stretching. Let's work on strengthening our vocal cords while we sing the letter A. Great job. All right, let's switch legs, continuing to stretch out our quadricep. You can grab hold of that toe from behind. Use the chair for safety and for balance, or you can take that leg behind you, lengthening that leg, not muscular, lengthening that leg. And let's do the next vowel. Let's do A, let's do E. We're singing the letter E. Ready? Great job. Come on up. All right. Hamstrings. We're going to take one leg at a time. Bring it in front. Put your hands on your hips. Put your hips back. Notice that my hips are even. I'm not taking one hip and coming forward. That's a different stretch. It's not a bad stretch. It's just a different one. I'm going to ask you to hold your hips in place, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch in those hamstrings. So let's lean into it. We've done A, E. Let's do I. Open up your mouth and sing the letter I with me while we're stretching those hamstrings. Gently release and roll it up. Nice work. Good job. All right, switching. What's good for one side is good for the other. Even out those hips. Push back, lean forward instead of down, being good to that lower back. We've done I, let's do O. This time, round out your mouth and sing the letter O. O. Nice work. All right, now we did a lot of glutes today, all that squatting and the bridge. So you can do this exercise standing. We're going to cross one leg over and stretch out our glutes. While you're doing this, you're going to sit back, really using those glute muscles. I'm going to have a seat and do this seated. You can do this seated or standing, crossing over the ankle, way down there or at the knee. Drop that knee out to your side just as you were if you were standing. Oh, let's do U. Good job. All right, switch legs. Get into position. Lift that leg all the way up. Make sure the knee is out to your side. That will really help get into that glute. As I said, we did a lot of squats today. You want to make sure to lengthen those muscles and get all the toxins out. We're going to say, we just said you, so let's say me. This time I'm going to ask you to try to get a big smile out of this one. Ready? Me. All right, both legs down on the ground. You can stay seated. That's fine with me. Or you can come up and stand. I'm going to move the chair just over slightly so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to bring those arms all the way overhead. We're going to stretch every muscle in the entire body, lengthening our legs by lifting up off our heels, lifting those heels up all the way so you're standing on your toes. Find your balance if you can. Grab onto that chair as you need it. We're going to stretch the shoulders and the chest by lifting as high as we can. We're opening up those fingers as wide as we can. Every muscle in the body is contracting and lifting. Staying up on those toes, bring those arms all the way out to the side and stretch away. Feeling your chest opening, lengthening. Take those arms slightly behind you. We're staying on those toes. Stay up there as long as you can. Open up your chest. Grab hold from behind if you can. Open up the chest, stretch it all out. Keep breathing and lengthening. Every muscle is working right here. Everything, your abdominals are lengthening. Everything is lengthening and lifting. Let's continue by bringing those arms all the way up to the sky. You can drop down to your heels one last time. Reach up as high as you can. Every muscle is lengthening and reaching and lifting. We're going to finish with a big yay because we are done. Ready? Yay! All right, roll your shoulders out, pulling back. Now roll your shoulders forward, releasing and relaxing all those muscles that may have been tightening during our workout and our stretch in your neck. Good, shake it all out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout and exercise with me. I'm glad you joined me. If you had fun, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, it does not cost you anything. Please subscribe. Just hit that button on the bottom of your screen. That will help other people find us more readily. If you're looking on Google, by hitting subscribe, our name will come up a little quicker, and the algorithms change with the more subscriptions we have. So help other people find us as well. Thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to being with you next week. Have a great, safe week. Bye.